stop this Night Stalker from going crazy and being able to get these early game kills and that early game momentum for Mineski, then this is going to be a completely different game. But if they put that correct pressure, if Night Stalker is able to get on him and silence him before he can get anything off, Mineski could totally have this one in the bag.
I think that Disruptor is going to be public enemy #1 for the Night Stalker. I think that Nighttime's going to roll around and he's going to be looking for a snack. He's got a friend with that Shadow Shaman. He's got, Undying. Like, they need people to also hit that Tombstone when he's just plopping it down. And if they've got a ton of stacks of Decay, too, it's easy peasy for this Night Stalker. Yep. I do like the Death Prophet pickup, though. I feel like the 3 cores on the side of PSG LGD, they feel really good to me right now, right? Because Pango going to be able to do quite a lot of chaos in these team fights. Jug, of course, is kind of like the jack of all trades. He's a good, strong hero. He's able to, get out of potentially bad situations because he can spin. He's got, physical damage, and he's also got the healing ward, which gives him a little bit more sustain in lane. And then the Death Prophet, like we saw in the previous series, when that ultimate's up, if she's pushing early, if she's putting out a lot of aggression, it's very difficult to fight into that, especially because she's got, there's quite a few melee heroes on the board, and Spirit Siphon is just so good when you're trying to get away from them and just keep on surviving throughout that. So,
now, my colleagues, I have a question for you.
All right, colleague, what do you got?
Do you feel like PSG LGD might be playing a little bit too much in the Mineski? We talked about how it's quite obvious what Mineski's going to do. They're going to run at you in the early mid-game. PSG LGD, they're kind of picking the same kind of thing. They're trying to play their game against them. Do you think that that's the right thing to do, or should they be kind of just playing more defensive and getting that late game? Because there's a lot of different ways you can beat Mineski's lineup. PSG LGD looks like they just want to go head-to-head against them.
Well, at the moment, I feel like if you're looking at Mineski's lineup, yes, it's going to be scary, but later on, the only one that you have to worry about is that Ember Spirit, and I'm thinking that the Death Prophet can work against that Ember Spirit real well, that he has the silence, Disruptor has the silence. I'm thinking at the moment PSG LGD is doing the right thing and picking up all the tools to be able to deal with Mineski's lineup. Sure, nighttime will be a bit scary, but if that's the only worry that PSG LGD has, the nighttime, they're doing pretty well.
That is true, yeah.
There's a lot of pressure, though, coming out from Mineski, because you've got the split push potential not only coming out from the Ember Spirit, but also the Shadow Shaman, too. And we've seen that, especially, when they're kind of creeping along the lines, right?
Woo!
Do you get a like?
It's a lichen.
That was a good impression of a lichen. Thank you, Shiver.
I didn't even need time for that, but yes.
It's perfect.
It is a lichen. Why?
They got a lot of push. I'll say that.
They got so much push. This is actually terrifying. Because it's all great if you're going to win your lane at 5 minutes in. But how are you going to stop the push that comes at 10 minutes in?
Yeah.
At daytime?
That's one of the ways to deal with that team, as we were talking about. Mineski, obviously, they want to fight. PSG LGD now has a secondary win condition. You can fight us, but if you put in your entire team to fight us top, we're just going to push bottom with a Lycan or a Death Prophet, whoever's not in there, and create all this chaos. And the longer this game goes, the less chance Mineski really has on this.
At this point, it doesn't look like it's going to last very long, because the deep push alive in the Mineski is only the Ember Spirit once he gets a bit of farm. I mean, the Ether Shock of Shadow Shaman is not really going to be a high priority for him. Well, it might actually have to be. And the only way for Mineski to push towers is the Shadow Shaman, but that's not really nice for counter-pushing. You don't really want to use those wards defensively. So at this point, okay, that's another wave clear, but then you've stuck with an Ember Spirit Shadow Fiend. I don't like it.
Don't like it, she says. We saw Shadow Fiend do actually really good earlier today in kind of these team fighty lineups, but phew, this early game, man, Mineski has got to have this go their way for this one.
Moxie, what do you think?
I like Mineski's draft. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I like the aggression, the options that they have on the table. Granted, PSG LGD, they look scary, but if they're able to execute it, apparently I am Slacks now.
What?
Oh, there we go. All right.
Slacks, what do you think?
You've already been picked.
I am not going Mineski. Sorry, production. I didn't say Mineski.
He didn't.
I didn't say that. Just because me and Moxie have a very similar voice. She sounds like a beautiful, talented woman, and so do I. Well, whatever. It's on the board.
I'll have you know, I did go for Mineski in my prediction with the shards, but I do like the draft of PSG LGD in this one better. I went for the value bet, as I'm sure a lot of people did. By the way, during the game, of course, you can vote for your MVP of the game. So don't worry, every game again, we'll reset this and you can vote again. And it is a best of 3 this time. We are in the upper bracket. Winner of this will be In the top 6, actually.
Oh, I am very excited about that.
Thanks, Slack.
Which one of us said that?
Prepare for battle.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. Yes, PSG LGD up against Mineski. This is quite a match at the Titans here. SCA versus China. Who is going to come out on top? I'm only Pixel. I'm joined by Bulldog for this one. And Bulldog, we got some pressure coming out from the PSG LGD lads. Death Prophet, Lycan, Jug. They want to push.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely want to go for objectives. Just go all up in your face. On the other side, Mineski, they're going for like an early Ember Spirit. That's kind of risky to that, and we see he didn't even get that punish though. They only have Disruptor, which is not the greatest against him. Ideally with Ember, you want to like jump in the back line. If you do that against Disruptor though, if he just puts out the ult, you can just easily die. But when you just all this 5-man LGD, they're not too scared about the Ember at all, so...
No, not at all, yeah. If they start to group up and start pushing in these lanes, Mineski could get a little run over with some of these cores, especially like the SF, if he doesn't get the time and space to head to the jungle, start to raise some camps and get a Greaves online. The pressure's going to hurt them, so we'll see if PSG LGD are able to amp it up and go for this sort of 25-minute, 30-minute victory that their lineup is geared best towards.
And they picked Ember first too, so they're clearly very comfortable with this hero. In the group stage, they didn't do too well. I mean, they went top 2, obviously, but struggled against E-Home twice, but ultimately came out on top. But even so, E-Home is no longer in the tournament.
No, they looked a little rough. They looked a lot of rough.
Very
wasn't
rough.
Good.
They lost to Mason.
I mean, well, you know, it is Mason, and he's quite a man. And we'll see how lanes we're going to get. Of course, Chalice is going to be taking the Lycan down to the bottom lane. And he's going to be backed up. But, I mean, let's talk about, FY. Beautiful man. And he's playing the Pango. Some support Pangolier here this game, Bulldog.
Yeah, we don't see that too often.
No.
This hero needs a lot of levels. That's why we see it in core a lot. And he benefits quite a lot from items as well. Just dishing out all that damage. But if there's a hero that can, a player that can make it work, then a sport is FY.
Yeah. I mean,
he usually just takes the farm as well.
He does.
I mean, look at this. He's like, I'll take the farm.
He's hitting the creeps. He's like, Chalice, step back. You zone,
I hit creeps.
This lane is too dangerous for you, Lycan. Let me, you know, he's trying to do him a favor here by standing at the front and hitting the creeps. I mean, Chalice, you know, he's like, okay, I'll stay back.
He's actually not getting any farm.
FY is just farming.
Yeah, support would normally go and help, you think, but not FY.
No.
Not that far.
I'm playing the Pang. I'm playing the off lane now.
Well, it's just the power of Undying. We see it all the time.
Yeah.
The hero is probably not going to be too good later on, though. Lycan with all his creeps is probably just going to instantly kill that Tombstone, and if the Tombstone is not a threat, the hero kind of falls off heavily late game, or mid and late. Yeah, the power of early game still, though. The hero's a beast.
On Chalice is yet to hit anything. He's having a rough one here. I mean, as you say, it's a good duo to punish a melee hero, and there we go. Chalice does get his first CS in the game. So it's going to be a slow start for him.
Yeah,
there's a lot of place and space secured for our Jit.
Need to be a little bit careful. Once Ember get a few levels, there can always be like kill potential. Chalice is tanky though, but you don't want to underestimate the Decrepify. I mean the Undying. Reduces strength. Middle, however, it's SF's got an early lead, which means he's kind of can take over the lane here. 9 and 5 already.
Yeah, not seeming to feel any pressure on the early levels against him from the Death Prophet. As up top, Fabi and X Nova giving each other a bit of love. As FY. Got Pilot Die behind him. So he's got the swashbuckle.
How he's going to do this? It just flicks it. Not much else you can do.
On top lane at the same time, Arme, he's seen an opportunity to try and chase down Fabi. But KP with some nice blocks, keeping him at bay, Fabi. Juking it around the trees. He will get himself back, but not far enough back, as there's the wraparound. X-Nova with the kinetic field provides the control needed for Arme to get first blood on Fabi.
We saw the Night Stalker being a little bit more picked like a few weeks ago, then kind of disappeared again. I'm not a huge fan of it, personally. The 5-minute night times now, it takes so long for him to come online. He's kind of useless in the daytime, and you gotta wait so long now for the first night. Like before 4 minutes, you got it quickly, you just dominate the lane, and you gotta wait so long now. Not really a threat at all.
Bouncing down bottom. Chalice is now starting to catch up a little bit, and CS is able to get in and at least find something, but it's not easy. As you say, well, will not continue to get any easier for him as the levels do ramp up on the Ember and the Undying. Sleight of fist spams there as well to just keep both FY and Chalice pretty low. It's a couple of melee heroes trying to go up against an Undying lane. It's not going to be fun for PSG LGD in these early minutes. And Bottomans. Mid lane matchup, 18 for 8, still against the 14 for 3. The SF managing to hold that lead after getting that early advantage in the first few waves. Moon doing a great job against XM.
Yeah, this Death Prophet is a hero that kind of never loses the mid. She's always fine. Always got that just drain the life siphon. And she got a few nerfs to her armor and such, but she's still just a fine laner. She doesn't really dominate unless she's playing as some melee maybe, but free farming Shadow Fiend, it's a little bit worrying.
Oh, it's going to be a little scary, that's for sure. FY with a haste rune, trying his best to put some harassment onto Pi. And it's hard to do. He's tanky, and these two heroes struggle really to find the damage to kill a beefed up Undying. Especially as we say, it's going to be hard for FY to play the hero from this position. We do not see a lot of support Pango, as FY is going to, of course, be determined to show us it can work.
And all the core's doing well for Mineski. If they just get this good laning, so it's soon going to be nighttime as well, which is just going to put more pressure. To just get this good early, they're going to get their tank items. If they get Mick on the Shadow Fiend, and you always want to build the Crimson against the Lycan, it just removes all this damage on the summons. LGD might lack the damage, honestly, to kill anything.
Yeah, no, I guess when it comes to taking objectives, sure, they've got the firepower to do so, but when it comes to just contained and controlled damage onto a single target, it could be a little all over the place, and something that Mineski can play around.
As long as Shadow Fiend and Ember has a good game, they're just going to be able to do a lot of damage. So maybe if they get some kind of rotation and that stuff, just kills them, but it's not going to happen.
Oh, the
Courier.
Hey, was that Mr. FY finding the courier? Must have been. He was the only one over that side of the map. FY able to take the courier away.
And it's the flying courier as well, gives tons of experience and just so much gold. It's worth so much. Should not underestimate that. Yeah. Playing pretty slow right now.
It is. I mean, both teams heavily focused on just keeping the lanes in control. Wow. Oh, shit. He just walks up, sleight of fist, and FY's out of the game.
Well, that's
FY,
easy.
you got to be careful in the lane against the Undying. If you start to lose that strength, suddenly a sleight of fist will come in, and it will hurt.
And this is where math comes in.
Yeah.
Like, you need to go math in school. Like, you need to do those calculations in your head when you're playing against an Undying.
Yeah, I mean, FY always stroked me as more sort of a geography kind of guy, you know.
Yeah.
And history, you know, sort of the wise FY. Maths, it's like, he doesn't need maths to be beautiful. And here we go, top lane, FY. He's back in the game and he's with X-Nova. And they're going to go for the smoke play. See if they can catch out that SF in the mid lane. As you say, very important for Mineski that the Moon's game is kept on track, and so far he's absolutely crushing it in the mid, getting easy farm.
It's going to be hard though. He's got 8-1 sticks. Pretty tanky.
He's playing it safe as well. He's going to neutrals. He knows that what the supports are off the map. He knows that this sort of play is going to come out. He's reading the map perfectly, and it's going to mean the PSG LGD are going to struggle to find a play. He's going to start heading back towards the lane. So we'll see. I mean, with the exorcism up, and now he knows with FY revealing himself a back off. He needs it, and he needs it now. Is there any sort of TPs coming in for him? Doesn't look to be it, as Moon will fall. TP's coming in, it's going to be cancelled. They do manage to actually pick up one. Moon there actually with the illusion. I believe from the illusion rune that he picked up earlier, is able to take down the disruptor in return. This is PSG LGD using the exorcism. Ideally, they want to try and get as much damage onto this tier 1 tower as well, done whilst Moon is off the map. And push on with XM. Pylai is here though, so XM will be slightly limited in how much he can do onto the tower. But they get that SF kill. This is what they were hunting for.
Well, there's a lot of patience here, but they don't get the tower from that. So it's not the end of the world, and Shadow Fiend did get a kill, so he doesn't lose too much. The net worth is pretty even, so the most worrying thing is this Ember. It's like super farm.
Yeah, he is. He's getting absolute free farm down bottom. Top lane, Arme. Nearly finding KP, but KP's got the movement speed. Hunter Knight, 3 points in it, and he's zooming out there.
Really good. Once this these two cores can just start running at Hero soon.
We're going to see another attempt onto Moon. They have got Chalice wrapping around with the ultimate.
Ember.
Down in Moon will turn with the Razors. They do get the kill on Moon, but PSG LGD, they dove deep for this, and it will cost them 2 lives. Both FY and XM falling for that attempt. I mean, I know that they've got to kill the SF. They want to slow down his game, but that's not a hashtag word from LGD.
No. You definitely would not say so. And
Just, running
too many
like
resources, and that's like an ult as well, which is super long cooldown. Definitely just want to get a free kill with that, and he was not really helping anyway there. You just calm down a little bit, but they need to do something though, because if they just sit back and do nothing, this Ember and Night Stalker is just going to run at them and just start killing people soon. They're doing really well net worth wise, and just once that SF gets the mechanism, if he's going for that bill, I assume he would. Yeah, he is. So, I mean, this is... LGD's got a really good group up, but so does Mineski, honestly. So whomever gets the key items first, the mech and the Crimson Guard.
And they are these items that, as you say, sure, down the line at PSG LGD are probably going to want them for themselves, but they're unlikely to have people that can farm them as quick as heroes like the SF. He's going to have sort of that Greaves online before there's any aura, really, on PSG LGD's lineup. As Arjit will move over, take some farm from the middle lane as Moon heads back into the jungle. KP and Fabi on the prowl up top, seeing if they can get involved in a bit of action.
Yeah, they have not done much with this Night Stalker. I mean, they've been pressuring Jug a little bit, I guess, but not enough.
No.
Usually you want to get some kills, but I guess he's just been farming. Not the end of the world. He has ultimate now, though. And they did secure a lane just for FY bottom, so he gets some levels. He really needs 6 on that hero to be useful.
And they're bringing in a +1 towards top. Or at least Paladin and Arjit were smoked up. Army, he knows. He's playing it very, very safe. He's back behind the two.
It's a very hard kill as well.
Yeah. With the Blade Fury available. And
meanwhile,
Slash, you got to be careful how you dive. They're using that exorcism. And Arme, he's actually going to go for the Blade Fury and TP out as he moves over towards the middle lane. And knows that Mineski have a lot of heroes up it, doesn't want to stick around.
Just really good to make sure you just wave down or spin the creeps down as well, so they can't push easily. Just delay it a little bit as your team is getting bottom, and then they can just rotate middle and just keep getting the towers. And the trade is really good here, right? 2 towers for 1, theoretically, but we'll see what happens first. But you definitely want to get the top tower now.
I mean, this is what
leave the lane.
This is what their lineup wants to do, PSG LGD. Let's take these objectives, take them off the map, shut down sort of safe areas that the SF's going to be looking to farm inside of the jungle. Have that superior map control, and taking towers at this pace is absolutely going to allow them to do so, as they can look to just move straight up to the top, keep on pushing. Already a TP comes from XM up towards that tier 1 tower, as they'll be able to hold it and be able to start getting the pressure up onto that top lane as well, and eye up a 3rd tier 1 tower at a very, very quick timing. It's only 11 minutes in, they're starting to get their lineup online. They get the route out onto the Night Stalker. Vision's there for the glimpse back. He'll try for the TP out, but the damage is too much. KP, he falls, and we are starting to really see the power of this early group up and go from PSG LGD.
Yeah, you kind of should expect that coming as well, seeing as they just went from bottom to middle to top. It's really important not to die now. You just want to wait for just make sure you get the nighttime at 15. By that time you'll have jumps and mech. Sheriffing at that point you can probably fight back. Well, they are trading at least.
Will FY go for the deny? No.
He's not good enough.
Top lane. What's happening here? X-Nova. Nearly falling there to the Soul Rip. They're going to chase this one down. Slider Fist will do it. They get the kill. Silences out. The 2 of them. Chalice can't go for the TP out. Fabi's chasing him down. He'll try his best to run away, but with the damage coming out as well from the Razor from Moon, it's enough to find the kill. Double kill for Arjit, getting active with his phase drums Ember. Trying to do his best to punish LGD for the pushes. He's also going to be able to grab a haste rune. See if he can go for FY. There's no tier 1 tower, of course, any longer in the middle lane, but it goes for the Slider Fist. FY's low, but does also have the Rolling Thunder ready to go, so Arjit won't commit any further onto him.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you're pushing for LGD. If you don't have your ultimates, Lycan does nothing really. Death Prophet is so-so, but you really need ults to fight for sure. And the amount of cash Mineski has, so Brian, we're even going to see a kill here.
Yeah, it looks like Moon's
easy glimpse kill.
A little too long. I mean, why I say that? He's still alive. He's going to live.
The goals.
They're not going to quite be able to catch him. He's going to get out of it. KP's able to dive in and get the kill on X-Nova. Now Arjit rotates in, Slider Fish chains out onto XM. XM's in trouble. He's trying to get away. FY's coming in with the Rolling Thunder. No, FY! FY providing some stun to allow the Death Prophet to get away. XM still alive, finally gets bursted by Febby. But already FY he's found two. Wants to try and find another, but there's still three members of Mineski here, good to fight. So FY's got to be careful. Mineski get the tower. And short, they lose an Ember Spirit and a Night Stalker. Oh, he's back in!
Jeez.
Oh, he knows that there's someone sleeping out in the trees, and it's a big one. Moon gets shut down by FY, swashbuckling in. You got to watch out for this Panga.
Yeah, and this is where you give him farm. I mean, you see him just killing everyone. At the end of there, you see a Lycan coming and doing nothing.
Yeah, he's
don't
like,
give Chalice farm.
Absolutely, FY
give
is
it to FY.
Chalice.
He knows how to play.
Yeah, what's going on, Chalice? FY, he's showing him up.
Such a crucial kill as well. He's getting so like he's level 10.
Level 10.
Level
the
10 on the
Chalice is level
support.
8. Oh dear, I think we might see some role swaps in the future for this team. FY,
He definitely
the new
deserves a
offlaner.
clap for that. Jesus.
My goodness. Watch out for the FY Panga.
And yeah, he's got his item now. Increases damage by a lot. Still, you're gonna have nighttime in 1 minute now. They're gonna be so powerful right now. They have Mech as well in 50 gold. There we go. Just gotta be a little bit careful with this ultimate of LGD.
Yeah.
'Cause when they have their ultimates, you can't go completely YOLO here. They only have level 1 ults so far though.
We'll see what they can do about this. Is PSG LGD invading.
This is 3 man.
Well, there we go. That's a big one. They do have the Static Storm down, controlling Moon. FY is going to miss him with the Rolling Thunder as he jumps over with the shield crash, but it doesn't matter. They have the damage.
He's only
Take him down
human.
anyway. Yeah, he's just going for the scenic plays. Watching from the sidelines as Moon falls. I mean, that sort of play, it's slowing down the SF. Moon had a good start in lane, but now PSG LGD are getting these kills. And FY himself, after the Javelin, he's going to build for the team. He wants to get that mech online for himself and the boys.
It's going to take him so long to just get those souls back as well. And now LGD is going to start getting closer to that level 2 ults on all their cores, which is going to make them all so much more powerful. Can probably easily go Roche as well soon enough. And is he buying Crimson Guard on Night Stalker? No. Someone needs to buy it though. It's like one of the most crucial items against Lycan.
Radiant's bottom tower.
No, for sure, against the Lycan, and even yeah, against the Jug, even against the Panga, Swashbuckle, it does a lot, the little bits of damage block. But as you say, not looking to get it on anyone anytime soon. It's down bottom.
Oh, not again.
He's in onto Moon. Moon does rev up the Requiem. He gets it off. They're still chasing Moon. See if Chalice is able to finish this one off. He should be. I mean, Mech's going to be popped as well as the Sorrop. And in fact, that's enough to keep Moon alive, or is it? FY's in and he's ready to rock and roll. Coming in with the shield crash and the Rolling Thunder. Moon will be separated from the rest of his team. FY slides back in with a final swashbuckle to seal the kill. Same time in mid. What's going on here? Jit and KP, they're diving in. They've got a Static Storm down. That was a dive too far. I mean, Mineski, they were totally split up. They had 2 pushing mid, 2 down bottom, 1 doing who knows what. And what were they doing behind that tier 2 tower? That was not the place to be.
Yeah, I mean, they need to do some kind of plays, but LGD is doing way better plays right now. Mineski's like, they just dropped the ball. I don't know what they're doing right now. They need to... This Night Stalker hasn't done really anything so far.
He's just a stalker.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened at any time of day or night. KP. He's struggling to find the openings to get the plays. It's a slow start for him.
He's taking his time, observing his opponents and their patterns.
Here we go.
Then he sneaks in for a kill.
Oh, here we have it.
He knows.
He likes FY, but FY, he's too tanky. He has a stout.
He's level 12.
It's too much for this Night Stalker.
He's level 12 and it's got Mick.
It's got Mick.
How? How's this possible?
FY, he's cruising this game. I mean, he's nearly as farmed. I mean, you see it. It's like 5.8k net worth. He's up there with all the other cores. Pretty much this game.
Yeah. It's not hard. If you just make the right rotations, you get this kind of farm. The problem is you just got to make those right rotations and not die.
And he's certainly done that. We're going to see Arjit very close to having the Maelstrom done on top of the phase and drums. So we'll step up his damage potential, but still it's just been a bit of a slow game for Mineski, and it's going to hurt against PSG LGD. If every time now PSG LGD win a fight, they're going to be taking tier 2 towers.
And LGD is just sticking a lot together. Not really. You don't really can pick these heroes off, and proving to be a big problem. Meanwhile, we see the Fabi just pushing out. He looks pretty dead to me.
I think he's pretty dead.
They're hunting him. They know.
Oh no.
You don't want to show there.
Oh no, Fabi. Oh no. Who's going to be the one to get the final touch? FY wants it.
They gave it to FY.
I mean, they know. He's the true... oh, don't steal FY's kills. Okay. He'll let XM have it.
Well, that's when you just say space as a support. Was intended.
It was a decent bit of space. 3 arrows going for the kill on Fabi there. So, you know, there's definitely an element of truth to that. Map opened up a bit for Mineski. Arjit should have been allowed to pretty much have that maelstrom complete, I would imagine. And Moon, how's he doing? He's got the money for his full greaves. Not an SF, so.
Yeah, but it kind of missed their timing a little bit now. It's not as powerful anymore. Having died so many times and...
X-Nova? Yeah, he's apologizing. He's apologizing, and hey, it doesn't matter. They get the kill anyway.
He knows he needs to apologize instantly, or they're going to be real mad.
They're going to be very mad.
He's going to be punished.
Oh no, X-Nova.
You know,
he's such a sweet boy.
Yeah, he's a little sweet boy. Yeah. He's not a man, he's a sweet boy.
You saw in that interview, Slax, he looked terrified.
Yeah, Slax the big American.
He is, Slax is scary.
All Americans are big, mostly, though.
Yeah. Big boned.
Big boned.
There we go. They're talking about big boned. Roshan. He's getting a beating here from PSG LGD. They're in the pit. They're taking him down.
There's no way you can fight this, though. The DP ult.
Uh-oh. Get away from the Pango. FY's coming in, and he's rolling about. Pilot die. Will get his shot once by the big balls of FY, and that's Roshan down, and Age is taken by XM. They do have the shackles onto FY, but he's still able to shield crash out, turn around the swashbuckle. The Omni Slash bouncing around. Arme gets the kill onto the Undying. As now, PSG LGD, they've got that Aegis. They can continue to push even more KP. He'll grab a bounty rune. Change does hold back the Disruptor. So at least KP will be able to flat back to safety. Silence is out onto Arjit. Again, no further follow-up. Still though, PSG LGD now to 7k gold lead.
Yeah, they're pretty much making no mistakes at all. Like, you're just getting the pick-offs here and there, getting tons of levels. Go for objectives. Got all the first 3 towers really quickly. Get them a little bit gold lead, and now just get the Roche. And just wait for ults. And then go for tier 2s.
Yeah.
I mean, very simple strategy, honestly. The problem is, Mineski's not gotten those successful ganks with the Night Stalker and the Ember Spirit. Not really been doing anything.
They haven't. It's been a bit of a strange and slow game for them. I mean, understandably, I guess it's very hard to find those opening against LGD's lineup because at PSG LGD have just been 5-manning as such. But how do you sort of run into this as a Night Stalker? It's very hard. So maybe at that point you're just looking sort of back at the draft and saying that PSG LGD, they really got a one-up on Mineski in the drafting this game. As this just seems to play out that much nicer. Now a full diffusal blade done for Arme. I mean, they're good to go. PSG LGD are pretty much borderline ready to go high ground.
Yeah, pretty much just end the game. Yeah. Some teams play too safe, which just a lot of times you see teams losing because of that. But LGD knows they're ahead and they're just going to keep going for objectives. When they need to TP back and push out, they'll do that. But honestly, they can just go high ground here, right? Does he have ultimate on DP?
Not quite yet.
He'll have it when they go up. They might want to TP top first, though, just to get rid of that.
FY's going to head back and solo kill everybody here. Yeah. That's his plan.
He's got the Arcane Rune.
Yeah, gets that lucky shot proc. Let's see what he can do. He's got full greaves. And there we have him. It's rolling in. He's going to miss Fabi. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. He gets him on the drive-by on the way back. But catch out Fabi. Fabi will be able to turn and get a Hex off. They've managed to shackle FY.
Don't take it.
No.
X-Nova. Don't think about it.
He knows. Otherwise, he's going to have to spam those stories again if he steals
no mana.
And Moon.
They can't kill this guy.
They can't with the diffusal blade. He's doing too much damage, aren't they? He's burning their mana and burning their dreams. Silence out from XM means that Moon has to stay right back. As they'll feed on the tombstone of Pilot Eye. More money for the jug.
Alright, now they ensure that all lanes are pushed. They can easily just take the top tier 2 and go for the next one as well. There's nothing really stopping them.
No.
There is no nighttime. He has ultimate, but that'll last for a way shorter time now as well. So it's not going to be easy. They need to get into the backline somehow and kill the Disruptor.
I guess that's the only hero he can kill.
I don't think they can kill any heroes.
No, especially not FY with the Greaves. That's not a kill. And everyone else is just, they've got these items that are making them tanky for 23 minutes in.
And they still have the Aegis.
Yeah. It's tough. It's very tough. There's also a double damage rune down bottom. If PSG LGD get wind of that, they'll certainly be good to go and try and end the game. As Mineski, they had a pretty good laning stage. They were farming well on all of the causes. It just really seems that their draft isn't able to do anything that just matches up well against what PSG LGD's lineup's able to do. The timings aren't there for these heroes. As Moon gets run down in the middle lane, Omni Slash expanded to take the Shadow Fiend out of the game. FY jumping up to the high ground. He's got his eyes on Pylai. X will come out from the low ground from Febby. No way the Pylai can be safe. They do lose the Disruptor. As we said, he's the only one that can die, really, on this lineup of PSG LGD. As Arjit has the Remnant out, getting left behind there, surrounded by the four of them. Has to be careful about this mana getting drained. XM's already into the base down bottom.
It's not even in that fight.
They're looking to end it, and this is the dream time in 24 minutes. It's what we said at the start. 25 to 30 minutes in, PSG LGD's lineup is geared to end the game, and I don't see any stopping it at the moment from Mineski. This is just PSG LGD textbook draft into textbook execution.
And they pretty much made no flaws at all, and just gonna end the game. There's nothing to do. Honestly, this is over.
It really has just been a bit of a non-game from Mineski this game one.
They still want to try. They keep trying. It's 2 Raxes. Because they don't have their ultimates anymore. They're pretty weak then.
Oh, how much is
they have Aegis. Still have Aegis.
Can they even kill him at once? With the Blade Fury and the Healing Ward still out. I mean, they just walk off and they're full HP.
Just walk away. What do you do as Mineski now? We just lost 2 sides of Rax, guys. He's the camera, the darkness.
FY, he's found another. I think Night Stalker probably not going to see an appearance in the rest of the series. This hero, it feels like it just doesn't do anything. Well, I mean, what does an offlane Night Stalker do, Bulldog?
I mean, once you get 5 minutes, you apply a lot of pressure. But the problem was there's a Jugger there who's like, you could see that Night Stalker could be good against it because you can perma silence him, but you just stay your distance from him, and it's really hard for Jagger to die, honestly. Unless he screws up, and so you can't pressure that lane, really. And then they just missed their timing, I think, around 15 minutes, because there was some key pickoffs on the Shadow Fiend, like twice. Just delayed that mech and gave so much gold to LG, and we just saw FY being so high level.
Yeah, look, FY, of course, at this point, more farm than in any member of Mineski's lineup. I'm sure they're 2 racks up, but it's something to see. I think maybe you have to ban the Pango.
Yeah.
They'll play in any role, pretty much. LGD. Especially in the hands of FY. He gets a lot done with it.
Yeah. But there's really no hero he's not taking a lot on.
Yeah. It's hard to ban out his pool, as it is so vast. As they're trying it, they do have Chalice. Chalice does decide to do a little bit of feeding, you know, even the scales a little bit. And FY, he's got to roll. Oh, he's got to roll out. He's going to turn and start rolling back into them. Now a roll off.
Here's the team.
Bit of a bait, KP. He's going to walk forward onto X-Nova. They do have Omni Slash available on Army. See if Mineski can find something more. They got one. They'd love to find another. They are fighting into the Ghost, though. XM's got the Ghost out. Static Storm's there, trapping Arjit. Wards will be dropped by Febby. There's going to be a buyback straight away from Arjit. Febby will fall on the side of everything. Arme has still got Omni Slash. As XM moves in with the BKB, the Ghost shredding through another 2 buybacks now out from Mineski. They're trying to do everything they can to turn this one around, but they'll lose the SF. The high ground is going to get pressure once again. Chalice.
Oh,
he's going to be back in a second, ready to push on. And this is going to be the mid racks falling. The range racks now, as well as the melee racks gone. Jump forward. They're trying to jump on the deep. There's the Omni Slash coming out. Arme, he's in. Cuts down another. That's going to be a dead Ember as well. GG is finally caught by Mineski. And this really is a back to the drawing board for Mineski. Nothing worked out for them this game. The draft, it was off point, and PSG LGD, they played their lineup perfectly. They had everything go right for them. There was nothing that they did wrong that game, it seemed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's not much to say.
Yeah.
I was Mineski, they're looking confused because they felt that game must have been hopeless like all